on my father-in-law's 80th birthday because I had to rush an emergency proposal for a critical client. I ended up arriving 5 minutes late. Right in front of countless distinguished guests, my wife gave away the very last vacant seat at the VIP main table to her personal yoga instructor. That man smirked and mocked. "Hey, Lin Wuchen, at least you're slightly more sensible than him." The guests stared at me, eagerly waiting for my temper to explode. Fine then. My company still has urgent matters to attend to, so I'll be leaving. Now, Lu Jingshun, have you completely lost your mind? What kind of stunt are you pulling? I haven't lost my mind at all. I'm just utterly exhausted. The suffocating burden of the past 7 years seemed to vanish instantly right after those words. As I completely wash my hands of it, the company still has the single, most crucial project proposal of the entire year, waiting for me to execute its final, definitive steps. Tonight is bound to be an incredibly long night. The ultimate strategy blueprint for Project Warm Sunshine has been successfully uploaded to the server. Yeah, we actually pulled it off. Director Shun's secretary just called my line, demanding to know exactly where you were. Following your strict instructions, I informed her that you were in a high-level confidential meeting. Excellent work. Go get some rest. The very next morning, the blinding, brilliant sunlight pierced through the window blinds and hit me straight in the face. My eyes snapped open, instantly regaining full clarity. Moving to the desk, I pulled my personal phone out from the drawer, which had been kept on airplane mode since last night. The exact moment I switched off airplane mode, the phone went absolutely ballistic, vibrating violently without pause for half a minute. I could practically hear the fierce, overbearing interrogation from Shun Yanting echoing from the other end, ranging from her fury last night to her late-night psychotic meltdown, and finally turning into sheer, frantic panic by this morning. "Mr. Liu, since you're awake, the chairman requests your presence immediately regarding Project Warm Sunshine." "Understood. I'll be right there." I adjusted my tie, caught my reflection in the window, and let out a smirk. For the first time in 7 long years, this smile came from the very depths of my heart. Adjusting my tie, I caught my reflection in the window and let out a subtle smile. For the past 7 long years, this was the very first time it genuinely came from the bottom of my heart. Is that actually true, or just a rumor? The director's husband literally cut off all contact last night with her entire family. I'm telling you, Director Shun is losing her mind out of sheer desperation. This morning she even came to the office and threw a massive tantrum before the security guards escorted her out. Usually, Mr. Liu seems to have such a mild temperament, catering to Director Shun's every whim. Who would have thought he could be this brutally decisive? Man, just how deeply broken did he have to be to take it to this extreme? "Director Gu, you wish to see me?" "Ah, outstanding work, young man." With yesterday afternoon's sudden crisis, the overseas technical department left behind such a catastrophic mess. The entire project team completely panicked, yet you shouldered it all by yourself and directly secured a massive 30% profit margin. That was simply my duty, sir. The opposing side was testing our boundaries. If we took even a single step back, we would have been controlled by them at every turn. Take a seat, please. I heard that because of this crisis, you ended up missing the grand opening of your father-in-law's 80th birthday banquet. It's just a personal matter. It won't impact my professional responsibilities. It's already been dealt with. Jingxin, you've been with the company for 7 years. Your capabilities are something the entire firm has witnessed clearly. But over these past 7 years, your disposition has been far too soft. You always carried around the heavy baggage of domestic affairs, looking utterly drained by it all. However, today, I see a completely different fire burning in your eyes. Director Gu, what this company desperately needs right now isn't a lethal blade that can draw blood on command. Excellent. I was waiting for exactly that response from you. This is the emergency resolution passed by the board of directors this morning. The company is preparing to establish a brand new, completely independent Project Warm Sunshine department to run this entire venture. Starting from this very day forward, you will officially step up as the general manager of the Warm Sunshine Project Department, a Aside from your annual salary being completely doubled, you will directly receive a 5% premium share of this project's total dividends. However, I do have one strict condition for you. This position demands that the person in charge must be fully, absolutely devoted. You cannot let trivial, messy domestic drama distract you. Rest assured, I am currently undergoing divorce proceedings. Splendidly decisive. This afternoon, the representative from Tang Capital will arrive to hand over the initial investment round. It's actually my daughter, Gu Qing. She just returned from Wall Street, and her business acumen is incredibly sharp. The funding for Project Warm Sunshine is completely under her control. Get yourself prepared. Lawyer Tan Zhengyang speaking. It's me, Lu Jing. Shun, I need you to draft a divorce agreement for me immediately. Regarding the division of marital assets, Mr. Liu, do you have any specific demands? Ensure all premarital assets are thoroughly notarized and protected. As for the joint assets accumulated after marriage, I will not yield a single penny of my rightful share. Furthermore, help me AUD. The transaction history of all supplementary cards attached to any bank accounts under my name. Starting from this very moment, freeze every single one of them. Understood. Mr. Liu, I will execute this immediately. Shen Yanting, that profound pride of your entire family, ends right here. Today, he has completely lost his mind. What on earth is wrong with Lu Jing? Shen today? Did he take the wrong medication? Wrong medication? If you ask me, he just thinks his wings are fully grown now. He actually believes our family can't survive without him. A pathetic, dirt-poor peasant from the countryside. If it weren't for our Yanting, would he ever have achieved what he has today? He's nothing but an ungrateful, white-eyed wolf. Sis, please don't be angry anymore. Brother-in-law has always been the quiet, sullen type. He was probably just completely overshadowed by Wuchen today. And because his fragile ego couldn't handle it, he's throwing a childish tantrum. Don't worry, once he snaps out of it, he will absolutely come crawling back tomorrow to beg for your forgiveness. Yanting, your mother is right. You absolutely cannot coddle him on this. Men must be disciplined properly. If he dares to humiliate you on such a grand occasion today, tomorrow he will surely dare to trample all over you. You must make him realize exactly who rules this household. His phone is turned off. He actually has the audacity to play the silent treatment game. With me, Lu Jingshun, what the hell do you think you're doing? Just because you got a bit successful. Ruthlessly walk all over you. You absolute must show that man exactly who rules this household. He hung up on me. How dare he? That absolute bastard actually had the nerve to turn his phone off on me. Lu Jingshun, what on earth do you think you're playing at? Just because you've gotten successful. Huh? Humiliating me at my own father's grand birthday banquet, and now you're ghosting me? Let me tell you this if you don't give me a flawless explanation tonight. We are absolutely done. Your message could not be delivered. Wait, I've been blocked. What did you say? Has he completely lost his mind? I'll call him myself. Don't bother calling. Let him calm his pathetic self down. Dad, he is already blacklisted. Our entire family. How can anyone stay calm like this? Then what do you expect me to do now? Rush over to his company to track him down? Don't you think you've humiliated me enough today already? Yanting, don't be angry anymore. Your dad makes a good point. Maybe he just needs to be left alone for a while. Men sometimes need their own space. Once his petty anger fades, he will naturally come crawling right back. Exactly. Where could Lu Jing shouldn't possibly go anyway? His entire life and everything he owns is tied to this household. He is so desperately in love with me and has sacrificed so much for my sake. How could he ever actually sever ties with me for good? He's definitely just using this childish, pathetic method to beg for my attention and force me to compromise. In that case, tonight, please don't leave. Stay by my side. All right, I'll stay with you. Ugh, this is so incredibly annoying. My bestie invited me out for retail therapy. Let's go. Yanting, your husband, seriously spoils you rotten. Look at this luxury bag. Isn't this the limited edition piece released just last month? I stood in line for ages and still couldn't score one. Of course, my Jingshan always satisfies my every single whim. All right, how was your dad's grand birthday? Gala last night? I heard. It was absolutely magnificent. It was decent, I guess. Come on, let's check out that boutique over there. The new Heart of the Ocean collection just arrived. I'll take this one. Wrap it up for me. I am incredibly sorry, Ms. Shun, but there seems to be a slight issue with your card. What kind of issue? The system indicates insufficient funds, or that the account has been frozen. That's completely impossible. Swipe it. Again, it must be a temporary glitch in the banking system. Try using this card instead. I'm afraid this card isn't working either. Forget it. I brought the wrong cards with me today. I'll just come back. Next time. Yanting, what on earth is going on? To pay for it today, I accidentally grabbed the wrong card, so I'll just have to come back next time. Yanting, what on earth is going on here? Did you get into a massive fight with Mr. Liu? It's nothing, just a minor misunderstanding. Oh my God, couples argue all the time, right? But sometimes men just need to be handled with a little charm. Look at you now. Without Mr. Liu's credit cards, buying is simple. Necklace becomes a hassle. How about I lend you some cash? No need. I have some urgent matters to take care of. I'll be leaving first. Hello, this is Shun Yanting. Greetings, Ms. Shun. The two supplementary cards ending in 9824 and 2905 under your name have been modified by the primary account holder at exactly 9 a.m. this morning. The primary holder, Liu Jingshun, requested a complete freeze on them. If you have any objections, we highly recommend that you reach out directly to the account owner, Liu Jingshun. What on earth do you think you're pulling? I'm looking for Liu Jingshun. Tell him to get his ass down here right now. Meng, may I ask if you have a prior appointment? An appointment? I'm his legal wife. Since when do I need an appointment to see my own damn husband? I'm terribly sorry, Ms. Shun. Without a scheduled appointment, I absolutely cannot permit you to go upstairs. Mr. Liu is currently conducting an extremely critical conference. I don't give a damn what kind of meeting he's in. Order him to come down here and face me this instant. Director Shun, what brings you here to the office? Zhao Yiming, you showed up at the perfect time. Take me upstairs to find Liu Jingshun immediately. I am deeply sorry, Director Shun. Mr. Liu is currently in a high-level meeting with the primary investment representative from headquarters. This conference is of paramount importance to the entire Project Warm Sunshine. He gave strict, explicit orders that absolutely no one is allowed to disturb him. Absolutely no one. And I am considered no one to him now. Mr. Liu's exact words were, absolutely no one. If this is a personal matter, I suggest you wait until Mr. Liu is free and contact him via his phone. Jingshun, come over here. Let me introduce you to someone. This is my daughter, Gu Qing. She is also the absolute primary investor for our current project, Warm Sunshine, representing Tang Capital. It's a pleasure, Mr. Liu. I've admired your stellar reputation for a long time. Pleasure to meet you. Dad, you can head back to your duties. Leave me to discuss the intricate details of the project with Mr. Liu. In private, I have thoroughly reviewed your final proposal. It is absolutely magnificent, particularly your risk management strategy and cost optimization framework. It honestly far exceeded my highest expectations. However, regarding the Stage 3 KPI targets for our overseas market expansion, I personally believe that your configuration is far too conservative. According to Tang Capital's most advanced proprietary market analytics regarding the European sector, the consumer's underlying potential demand for technology like Science Sky is at least 15% higher than what you estimated in your document. If our initial phase of aggressive marketing keeps pace, we could easily dominate a far greater market share within the very first year. Director Gu's analysis is incredibly visionary, but while you are focusing strictly on market demand, my core concern revolves around the breakthrough cycles of tech barriers. Although our core proprietary tech currently leads the sector, our rivals are aggressively closing the gap. Over-leveraging our marketing campaigns could easily leave us completely vulnerable during crucial phases of systemic upgrades, allowing our competition to catch us entirely off guard and weaponize our own limitations against us. This dangerous oversight severely underestimates the volatile weight of our technical risk profiles. I completely see your point now. I was indeed underestimating the volatile technical risks. Mr. Liu, your stellar perspective has just amplified my absolute confidence in this entire venture tenfold. Director Gu, your sheer intellectual sharpness also leaves me incredibly thrilled for our high-stakes partnership ahead. Mr. Liu, Director Shun, rather, Ms. Shun, arrived at the premises moments ago. Security intercepted her, and she has already stormed off. Pay absolutely no mind to her. Director Gu, let us resume refining our talent pipeline strategy. Hello, Dad. You need to get down to Smart Tech Corp right this instant. I don't care what kind of public scene you have to make. Scream, cry, throw a tantrum. You absolutely must force Lu Jingshan to hand over those cards. Dad, remember my brother's study abroad program? The mandatory $500,000 security deposit must be settled by next week. All of your current liquid capital is completely tied up in long-term investments, and there's no way to liquidate it immediately. I'm already on my way, but I can't even get past the front lobby of his firm. He flat out refuses to see me. Then we go camp out at his house and corner him. I refuse to believe he can abandon his own home forever. Dad, you've apparently forgotten that the property is solely under his name. It's strictly classified as his premarital asset. Just this morning, I served a formal notice from his legal counsel, demanding that I completely vacate the premises within 1 week. How on earth can that pathetic loser act this ruthlessly? Dad, he isn't playing around this time. This whole situation is him. Today, I actually received a formal legal notice from his attorney, demanding that I completely pack up and vacate the premises within a single week. What? How could he possibly act this ruthless and cold-blooded? Dad, he is absolutely not joking around. This time, completely serious. The latest limited edition camel Liao luxury nail set just dropped. Did anyone manage to secure one? My husband actually tracked someone down to haul it back from Paris. Just for me yesterday. The authentic piece is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. Hey, can anyone here lend me some quick cash to tide me over for a bit? Yanting, you've got to be kidding me. Mr. Liu treats you like an absolute queen. How could you possibly be short on cash? Oh my God, I thought you were joking. Yanting, it's not that we don't want to lend you money. It's just that our household finances are completely locked down by our husbands too. As women, we barely have any spare pocket change lying around. Seriously, you should hurry up and go patch things up with Mr. Liu. There's no such thing as an overnight grudge between a married couple. Look, Lu Jingshan is finally back. Lu Jingshan. Pardon me. Are you Miss Xin Yanting? I'm speaking to you. Yes, that's me. Who the hell are you and what do you want? I am from a corporate administration department. I'm here to reclaim company property. This specific vehicle is officially registered under corporate assets assigned strictly to the general manager of the Cyan Sky Project Department. Currently, the newly appointed managing director requires the vehicle's immediate return. Here is the official asset reclamation order from headquarters. Please hand over the car keys to me. What the hell did you just say? Which managing director? Our corporation has only one primary director, Liu, and that is Mr. Lu Jingshan himself. He is now the Supreme General Manager of the entire Cyan Sky Enterprise Expansion Division. The official corporate promotion directive was just formally released by the board. It's over. Everything is completely ruined. The elite team you assembled came together incredibly fast, and their execution efficiency is remarkably high. I rarely see anyone capable of transforming a brand new department into such a lethally effective, battle-ready army in such a short window of time. In warfare, speed is everything. The market waits for absolutely nobody. I also heard that you instructed the administrative team to reclaim the luxury car your wife was driving. Director Gu, that was never my wife's vehicle. It is strictly corporate property. I am simply performing my executive duties, reclaiming company assets, and reallocating them to the individual who needs them most. And who exactly might that be? Myself. Hello, Mr. Liu. Regarding Ms. Shun, we still haven't received any form of response. For her side, it appears she has no intention of cooperating willingly. Exactly as I predicted. Proceed strictly according to the legal framework. At all. It completely appears that she has absolutely no intention of taking the initiative. Exactly as I predicted. Proceed immediately with the standard legal procedures and execute it. If she still refuses to comply after 1 week, directly file a motion for a court order to enforce the terms. As for the divorce agreement, have someone deliver 1 copy to her parents' house and another copy straight to her younger brother's university. Understood, Mr. Liu. You truly are an intriguing individual. I'm merely a businessman. No, you are a warrior. Here's to our very first collaboration and to our inevitable future victory. How dare he? How absolute dare he treat my daughter like this? Our Yanting has been married to him for 7 years. Even without grand merits, she has slaved away for him. Does he seriously think he can use this pathetic pocket change to completely kick us to the curb? This is practically beggar's crumbs. Mom, Dad, that absolute bastard Lu Jingshan actually sent the divorce agreement directly to my university. Now, my entire department knows that my sister is about to be thrown out of her house like garbage. All my classmates are looking at me with such pitiful, mocking eyes. I can't even show my face there anymore. Don't panic. Everyone calm down. If he thinks getting a divorce is going to be that easy, he is dead wrong. Yanting, go down his office building immediately and wait for him. Today you absolutely must corner him no matter what. I refuse to believe he can be so cold-blooded that he won't even grant you 1 final confrontation. Lu Jingshun, Lu Jing. Shun, get your ass down here. Get down. Here right now. We need to talk. We've been married for 7 years. You can't possibly be this heartless. Lawyer Tan, I am currently being harassed. The location is the company's B2 underground parking lot. The license plate of the vehicle blocking me is Lu Jingshan. Are you seriously trying to call the cops to arrest me? I am your legal wife. Get out of the car. Lu Jingshan, you ungrateful bastard. Get down here. Open this door right now. Do you hear me? If we don't settle this clearly today, absolutely nobody is leaving. Mr. Shun, Mrs. Zhu, Ms. Shun. According to our current legal statutes, your present behavior fully constitutes severe harassment and unlawful obstruction. My client, Mr. Lu Jingshan, does not wish to cause a massive public scene. However, if you persist, we will have no choice but to let law enforcement handle this, while fully reserving our right to pursue maximum legal liabilities against you. Mr. Liu, everything has been taken care of. Force them. Make them sign the divorce agreement right there on the spot. And what if they stubbornly refuse to sign it? Then inform them that I possess concrete evidence in my hands, proving that Ms. Shun committed egregious misconduct during the course of our marriage, along with massive financial sums transferred directly into a third-party account. If we take this asset battle to court for a contested divorce, she will walk away without a single dime. Lin Wuchen. Everything that happened between me and Lin Wuchen, Lu Jingshan already knows every single detail. Ms. Shun, will you sign? This is the most dignified exit you will ever get. Distinguished guests, welcome and good evening. Tonight, we are gathered here to collectively witness the official grand launch of the Cyan Sky Initiative. As for the mastermind steering this project, I believe many of you have already guessed it. He is the absolute sharpest blade within our smart tech corporation, the man who single-handedly turned the entire tide of our fortune, Mr. Lu Jingshan. By unanimous resolution of the board of directors, we are establishing the brand new, cutting-edge Cyan Sky Enterprise Division. I hereby declare that Mr. Lu Jingshan will officially step up as the inaugural general manager of the Cyan Sky Enterprise Division to honor the stellar, unprecedented contributions of General Manager Lu Jingshan. The corporation is granting him direct ownership of a 5% premium dividend share in the Cyan Sky project. Thank you for your absolute trust, Director Gu. Thank you to the entire team for your relentless hustle. The past is dead and gone. Our new future has just begun. Cyan Sky will undoubtedly dominate. Lu Jingshan, I think I'm actually starting to fall for you. The $500,000 is due next week. Sis, hurry up and transfer the funds to me. Already. On what grounds? This is my money. My hard-earned divorce settlement. Payout. My settlement. Your settlement? If it weren't for your utter incompetence in failing to keep a leash on Lu Jingxin, would our family ever have ended up in this pathetic mess? If your younger brother's bright future is ruined because of you, I will never forgive you. If we had known earlier that Lu Jingxin possessed this kind of elite power, we should have treated him like royalty from the start. But now, it's a bit too late, and we've completely played ourselves, letting that home-wrecking vixen outside reap all the rewards. Ms. Shun, I have thoroughly reviewed your professional resume. Ever since graduation, you have not worked a single day in your life. Furthermore, over the past 7 years, what exactly have you been doing? Was a housewife, sir. A housewife? In that case, do you possess any actual experience in sales? Ms. Shun, our operations here are incredibly demanding. You're required to remain on your feet for extended periods, memorize the intricate technical details of hundreds of diverse product lines, and most importantly, possess the temperament to handle highly volatile, toxic clients. Frankly, I don't believe this environment aligns with your background at all. Breaking news: the Science Sky initiative, pioneered by Smart Tech Corp and funded by Tang Capital, has smashed through all its stage 1 milestones way ahead of schedule. Project spearhead Lu Jing Shun and his primary investment counterpart have been officially dubbed the industry's ultimate golden power duo, solidifying them as the most influential figures of the year. On what grounds does he get to stand at the absolute peak of success, while I am left completely rotting in the godforsaken dirt? As the season's very first snowfall began to silently drift down, I arrived precisely on time in my modest sedan outside Gu Qingyie's residence. I personally opened the passenger door for her, gently holding her hand. You look exceptionally dashing tonight, as do you. So breathtaking that the entire venue won't be able to tear their eyes away from you. The exclusive gala was hosted at a high-end private estate, completely closed to the general public, from expanding on the grand future of artificial intelligence to displaying absolute mastery over global market trends. My eloquence left Gu Qing beaming with intense pride. In her eyes, I wasn't just some uncultured, opportunistic tech exec obsessed with profit, but a brilliantly sophisticated, powerful man who could confidently and seamlessly stand by her side as an equal. Meanwhile, right outside the heavily fortified iron gates of the estate, Shun Yanting stood shivering uncontrollably in the biting cold, accompanied by the deafening, ear-piercing roar of a high-performance engine of vibrant yellow. Lamborghini aggressively slammed on its brakes, screeching to a sudden halt directly in front of her. Lin Wuchen, how on earth did you track me down all the way here? Didn't I make it perfectly clear that whatever was between us is completely over? Over. Didn't you swear that you were desperately in love with me? Didn't you say that we were absolute destined soulmates? Wake the hell up, Shin Yanting. Look at reality. Why on earth do you think I pretended to love you? For that pretty little face of yours? Or for your supposedly high-class, sophisticated artistic taste? Don't be delusional. The only thing I ever loved was the black, unlimited credit card you held, supplementary gold card, that your wealthy husband provided for you. But right now, you have absolutely nothing left. You're just a pathetic, divorced woman kicked out on the streets. How exactly do you plan on sustaining that highly sophisticated, spiritual romance of ours? A wealthy socialite nearby scoffed with a freezing sneer, crossing her arms as she enjoyed Shin Yanting's public humiliation like a sideshow. Meanwhile, Gu Qing, Dai, and I calmly exited the grand estate together. A swarm of paparazzi, who had been lurking outside, instantly rushed toward us. Mr. Liu, Director Gu, may we ask if you two are currently dating? I didn't utter a word, merely flashing a subtle smile as I raised my arm to shield the roof of the vehicle, escorting Gu Qingdai safely inside. The exact moment I turn around to leave, my gaze locked onto Shun Yanting, who is currently collapsed flat on the frozen ground. My utterly indifferent look became the ultimate, definitive straw that shattered her remaining sanity. She let out a piercing, blood-curdling shriek before blacking out entirely. Was that person back there someone you knew? Just an absolute nobody who has nothing to do with me anymore. It's freezing outside, and your hands are ice cold. Please don't misinterpret this. I'm not trying to brag, nor am I intentionally trying to act cold and heartless. It's simply that when a toxic relationship has completely rotted to the absolute roots, any superficial attempt to prune the branches or leaves is entirely pointless. The only solution is to rip it out from the roots, and then use aggressive disinfectant to thoroughly cleanse that entire patch of dirt. Otherwise, it will inevitably contaminate every single new seed that you ever attempt to plant. I completely understand. In fact, I think your method is exceptionally correct. To eliminate necrotic flesh, one must weaponize the sharpest surgical scalpel available. Thank you for this wonderful evening. Invitation. No, the gratitude is entirely mine for you graciously agreeing to be my stunning partner. Tonight, Lu Jingshun, my father always emphasizes that you're the sharpest blade within the entire corporation. But tonight, I finally realized that this lethal blade of yours actually possesses a very solid scabbard. How should I describe this scabbard of yours? It represents your absolute boundaries and unbreakable principles. You don't draw your weapon lightly, but the exact moment you unleash it, there is absolutely no turning back. I immensely admire blades with a scabbard because they represent absolute restraint and flawless sobriety. Good night. Oh, you're finally awake. Are you? You suffered from a severe case of low blood sugar combined with intense emotional shock, which is why you fainted. It's nothing critical. Once this 4-bag of glucose is finished, you're free to go. Who brought me here? The estate's security team called the paramedics. Your medical expenses and medication totals. 1,280 yuan. Please settle the bill. I didn't bring any money with me. In that case, have your family or friends bring the cash over. My family? My friends? My toxic, venomous mother. My fiercely greedy younger brother. And those fake best friends who are only waiting to watch me become a complete laughingstock? In this entire massive city, it turns out I can't even find a single soul to throw me a lifeline. Last night, the annual Starlight Charity Gala concluded with immense success. The newly appointed general manager of Smart Tech Corp, Lu Jingshun, alongside Tang Capital's primary representative, Gu Qingdai, attended together and became the absolute focal point of the entire evening. The duo are not merely high-powered business partners, their private dynamic is also exceptionally close, earning rave reviews from the media as the most dynamic power couple in the corporate world. This year, another month quickly passed by. The breakthrough success of Stage 1 for Project Science Sky far exceeded all expectations, bringing colossal profits and unparalleled prestige to the corporation. My name has officially transformed into a highly revered premium brand within the entire sector, the ultimate synonym for flawless precision, peak efficiency, and absolute success. Mr. Liu, following standard legal procedures, the mandatory divorce cooling-off period has formally concluded. As long as Ms. Shun signs the final decree, you both can proceed to the Civil Affairs Bureau to finalize the absolute end of your marriage. Has there been any movement from her side? Nothing out of the ordinary. Word is, after recovering from that severe illness, she has completely locked herself away inside the dilapidated old Shun family villa. The overall situation of the Shun family is catastrophic right now. Those high-interest predatory loans they took out previously have matured, and aggressive debt collectors are banging on their door every single day. Shun Mingxian's study abroad plans have completely evaporated into thin air. I hear he now wastes his days out on the streets, running with thugs and degenerate lowlifes. Exactly as I predicted. Going from rags to riches is easy, but tumbling from luxury back to poverty is agonizing. They have grown completely addicted to a parasitic lifestyle. The moment they lose their host, they will naturally wither away and perish. And so, the curtains fell regarding the settlement agreement. Head straight to the Shun family estate to secure her signature. Inform her that this is her absolute final warning. If she refuses to sign, we will proceed immediately with formal litigation. I will submit every shred of damning evidence you compiled last time directly to the judge. When that day comes, not only will she fail to squeeze a single dime out of me, but her infidelity and blatant asset dissipation will leave a permanent stain on her reputation that can never be washed away. Understood, sir. I'm on it. My tragic past is finally completely about to flip to a brand new chapter, purged of all that suffocating toxicity. Hey, are we going to cough up some cash, or what? My boy tells me there's a high-stakes gambling table where I can flip my luck. I just need 200,000 down. Give me the money. Stop screaming. That $2 million settlement was completely confiscated by your useless father to clear his massive debts ages ago. There isn't a single penny left in this godforsaken house. This is all because of a pathetic, incompetent old fool like you, and because of a brainless, utterly useless sister like you. Blaming me? You're blaming me now. Back then, who the hell forced Yanting to go fool around with that degenerate Lin Wuchen, who was at that ruthlessly humiliated Lu Jingshin at the banquet and backed us into this deadly corner? I'm looking for Ms. Shen Yanting. Ms. Shun, I'm the retained legal counsel representing Mr. Lu Jingshin. Mr. Lu explicitly instructed me to deliver this message. This is your absolute final settlement agreement, offered solely to preserve whatever shred of dignity you have left. If you refuse to sign, we will formally file our lawsuit with the court tomorrow morning. At that point, the hotel surveillance footage capturing you and Mr. Lin Wuchen together, the complete transaction history mapping every financial exchange between the two of you, as well as concrete proof of your deliberate attempt to siphon off marital assets to fund his lifestyle, will all be entered into the public record as state's evidence for the remainder of your life. Do you want to hold on to this $2 million to attempt a desperate restart? Or do you want your reputation utterly decimated while walking away completely bankrupt and empty-handed? The choice is entirely yours. Farewell to the two of you. The game is officially over. A few days later, outside the Civil Affairs Bureau, I arrived exceptionally early, leaning silently against the side of my vehicle in total isolation. Lu Jingshan, can we please just talk for a moment? We have absolutely nothing left to discuss. The paperwork has already been finalized. You've already signed it. Today is strictly about completing the legal formalities. Can you please, just out of respect, for our 7 years of marriage, grant me 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes. 7 years, Shen Yanting. A full 7 years. Even if you raise a dog for that long, you bound to develop deep affection. So how on earth can you be this cold-blooded and heartless? Shen Yanting, do you actually know the ultimate difference between a dog and a human being? A dog possesses the intelligence to know who is genuinely good to it, and it understands the absolute meaning of loyalty. But you have absolutely none. The respect I constantly showed, you chose to treat as mere pathetic, obligatory flattery. The luxurious life I provided for you proudly mistook as your own inherent right and entitlement. You greedily enjoyed every single luxury I dragged home, yet behind my back, you weaponized the most vile, venomous insults to look down on me, while utilizing the most pathetic underhanded methods to betray me. The exact moment you publicly humiliated me in front of a massive crowd. Why didn't you care about our 7-year bond during that grand birthday banquet, or the exact moment you and that worthless bastard were sleeping together in that hotel room? Why didn't you once think of our 7 years as husband and wife? Now that you are completely bankrupt, you suddenly crawl back to beg for emotional sentimentality from me? Wipe that pathetic off your face. I didn't show up here today to listen to your worthless, tragic repentance. I came here solely to reclaim exactly what rightfully belongs to me, my total freedom, and my pristine, unblemished future. I was wrong. Can we just reset and start all over again? Wow, she's weeping like a lunatic. She must have absolutely done something unforgivable to that poor guy. Is everything officially finalized? Let's get out of here and celebrate the grand rebirth of your life. Splendid. The white sedan violently accelerated and sped away, leaving her collapsed powerlessly right outside the gates of the Civil Affairs Bureau. Her desperate wails had long turned raspy and hollow. Shen Yanting mirrored the absolute ash and ruin of the past she had personally burned to the ground. Honestly, I completely expected you to pick the most extravagantly expensive restaurant today, pop open a premium vintage, and scream your newfound freedom to the entire world. For public entertainment, my inner peace doesn't require a massive audience. I only need a single soul who truly understands it. Starting from this very second, you publicly humiliated me in front of a massive crowd. A completely rebranded Lu Jingshin. No, I'm not a different person. I've simply reclaimed the version of Lu Jingshin from 7 years ago. The guy who had absolutely nothing, yet stubbornly believed he could conquer the entire world. Except this time around, I'm not starting from scratch. Because this time, I have you. Oh, so you finally remembered the way back to this house? Is everything completely finalized? Did you secure that 2 million settlement? Hurry up and transfer 500,000 to my account already. A close buddy of mine has an exclusive project that guarantees insane returns. As long as we inject enough capital, our profits will skyrocket within a single month, and all our family debts will be instantly wiped out. Are you mute? Or what? I'm talking to you, sis. Ugh, it's completely useless talking to you anyway. Listen to me, Shun Yanting. Don't choose the hard way over the easy way here. Right now, you're nothing but a pathetic divorced woman who depends entirely on the Shun family's charity. That settlement money should rightfully belong to this entire household. Do you honestly expect to swallow the entire sum all by yourself? What on earth is that look supposed to mean? Do you seriously look down on me as some useless loser? Say something, damn it. Let me tell you something if you hadn't acted like a total lunatic back then and completely ruined things. With that golden goose son-in-law Lu Jingshin, would I ever have to desperately beg you for cash like this? Half of that payout should have been rightfully mine. This is pure rebellion. This household has gone completely chaotic. We have fed and raised an ungrateful wretch for so many years. Don't you dare forget your family name. Every single one of you is absolutely right. In the past, I genuinely, pathologically depended on Lu Jingshin. I lounged in his luxury penthouse, drove his high-end cars, and recklessly burned through his money. I foolishly assumed I was entitled to all of it simply because I was his wife. But what about the rest of you? Who on earth paid for your expensive college tuition? Who bought you your flagship smartphone and your cutting-edge laptop? Every single year, that luxurious 10,000 yuan cashmere coat you're wearing right now. Mother, who bought that for you? And all the massive cash losses you bled at the mahjong tables, who was the one that constantly covered those humiliating financial holes? For you, that VIP hospital suite that cost 3,000 yuan a single day. Where on earth do you think that money came from? Every single penny was extracted from the very man you completely despised, the exact man you constantly insulted. As a pathetic, dirt-poor country bumpkin, every last one of you behaved exactly like a swarm of leeches, tightly latched onto his flesh, to greedily suck him completely dry. And now that he has finally walked away, you demons want to turn around and do the exact same thing to me. Get this straight. I will not give you a single penny, you ungrateful bitch, to suck me dry as well. Let me make this absolutely clear to all of you. Not a chance in hell. This 2 million is my absolute final lifeline, and not a single one of you gets to lay a finger on it. She finally made the absolute decision to escape this toxic, suffocating prison and forge a completely brand new life. Shun Yanting secured a long-term hotel suite as a temporary refuge where crushing isolation and dread slowly consumed her. That was until one fateful day when her younger brother suddenly called her. Sis, I was wrong. I was an absolute scumbag that day, and I should have never spoken to you in such a vile manner. Mom and Dad also deeply realize their mistakes now, sis. Please just come back home. Our family can genuinely heal and live a good life together. We don't want a single penny of that settlement money anymore, so please just keep it all for yourself. Sis, where exactly are you staying right now? I'll come over immediately. I want to apologize to your face. I'm currently at the April Z Hotel. That brief, tragic moment of emotional weakness from Shun Yanting provided the ultimate lethal opening for Shen Mingxian and his vultures. On the exact day of Shun Yanting's birthday, Shen Mingxian arrived holding a birthday cake and aggressively knocked on her door. Sis, the password to your bank card hasn't changed, right? It's still Mom's birthday. isn't it? You better remember it flawlessly. Because don't forget, this is your entire remaining net worth we're talking about. No, it hasn't changed. How could I ever possibly remember any other number? My father constantly states that you are the absolute sharpest blade within Smart Tech Corporation. He considers himself incredibly fortunate. Fortunate about what? He says he's extremely fortunate that he didn't allow your chaotic marital baggage to stop him from fast-tracking your promotion. He believes that a person who possesses the sheer willpower to aggressively claw their way out of the absolute mud and refuses to ever rely on lazy shortcuts is infinitely more respectable than those who were simply born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And frankly, far more terrifying. To be honest, I also feel incredibly fortunate. Fortunate about what? Fortunate that at the exact moment I resolved to completely rip up the rotten roots of my past life, I crossed paths with you. You showed me that placing your trust in fertile, pristine soil can bloom into something breathtakingly magnificent. Gucci. In the past, I view my entire existence as nothing more than a structured corporate project, setting milestones, delegating critical tasks, mitigating risks, and ultimately crushing my KPIs. The ultimate goal of my life was simply to stand at the apex and look down on the corporate landscape, completely alone. But ever since I met you, I've realized that my destination has completely shifted. Standing at the peak and admiring the view all by myself is simply far too lonely. Therefore, Gucci, will you do me the absolute honor of marrying me? I gladly accept. What the hell did you even come back here for? The cash has already been completely taken by your brother to handle critical business. Whether we win it all back or go completely bust depends entirely on this final play. You're nothing but a pathetic, used-up divorced woman. Why do you have the audacity to keep leeching off this household? We are officially done funding your life. Get the hell out. Breaking news. Smart Tech Corp and Tang Capital have jointly announced today that both global powerhouses will execute a monumental, deeply intégrated stratégique alliance. Furthermore, the brilliant mastermind driving the project, Mr. Lu Jingshen, formally executed a spectacular proposal last night to the primary representative of Tang Capital, Ms. Gu Qingdai. This highly anticipated, ultra-high-stakes union between two absolute industry titans is heavily projected to reshape the entire technological landscape of the city, ushering in a completely dominant new era. Prior to this day, my entire existence felt like an endless, brutal trek from one perilous mountain peak to another. Trapped amidst those treacherous, unforgiving heights, I grew totally accustomed to facing the freezing blizzards in absolute isolation. I became clinical at calculating every single risk, while balancing precariously on the edge of a bottomless abyss. I honestly used to believe that the true meaning of life was solely about conquering the highest, most unreachable summits. I genuinely assumed that amassing all the wealth and power in the world could buy me basic respect and absolute peace of mind. But you made me realize that an infinitely higher realm than mere conquest is the absolute instinct to protect. That something far more precious than unlimited wealth is true, profound understanding and shared devotion. Gucci. I might not be the most conventionally romantic man walking this earth, but I will weaponize every single remaining second of my life to shield you from the raging storms. For you, I will ruthlessly shatter every obstacle in our path. Starting from this very moment, my world is no longer defined by those cold, desolate mountain peaks, but by a vibrant, breathtaking sanctuary, warmed entirely by your presence. I am deeply in love with you, Lu Jingshin. Everyone constantly insists that you're nothing but a lethal cold blade. But in my eyes, you are the most unyielding, indestructible shield imaginable. The rest of the world only witnesses the terrifying sharpness of You are an indestructible, solid glacial fortress. The rest of the world only witnesses the terrifying sharpness of your weapon, but I can clearly see the unyielding resilience honed through your years of relentless struggle and hidden pain. Furthermore, I don't ever require you to recklessly tear through every obstacle alone for me, because I am completely willing to march side by side with you through every thorny thicket. to reach that smooth, open road, overflowing with blooming flowers. You once whispered that I am the most breathtaking flower to ever blossom within the course of your life, but I want to tell you that crossing paths with you is the absolute greatest blessing of my entire existence. Lu Jingshun. I love you too. At this exact moment, the golden sunlight was mesmerizingly beautiful, and the gentle breeze carried no harsh chill. As I tightly embraced the magnificent woman in my arms and felt this profound, genuine warmth, my heart became entirely flooded with pure devotion. I knew with absolute certainty that the Lu Jingshan of the past, the man who used to in total isolation, lick his deep wounds in the suffocating darkness, had completely ceased to exist. From this day forward, my entire existence will be filled with radiant light, completely purged of the shadows